How many of us women love a nice, clean home? Right? We all do. But if we have a spouse, work, kids, activities, sometimes it feels like a bomb went off in your home during the week, right? But God forbid we allow the company to see the mess that we live in during the week. So we get busy vacuuming, stuffing things in closets, closing doors. So when the company walks in, they're like, wow, this girl's got it all together. Everything's so neat and tidy. My house doesn't look like that. But is that a mask? I'm going to show neat and tidy and put together house over here to distract and mask from the mess that I got going on in here, in this house. As I made mention earlier, there's a known quote, be the change you wish to see. You want to see change in the children and be fierce and know who they are and overcome bullying and defy the odds of all the obstacles facing them and getting sucked into these tough issues. Be the change. Be the change, parents. Be the change, educators. The change starts with each and every one of you. You might think that you are hidden, that no one is seeing you. You're not seeing the results that you had hoped for. It doesn't mean things aren't growing. It means you are planted for a time being. I'm here to inspire you to continue on your journey. And you will be amazed of the incredible things you will birth along the way. Do not miscarry your purpose based on the opinions of others or your fears. What inspires you? You're not tired, you're just uninspired. And you need to find inspiration that brings some life back into you. So no matter what you're going through in your life, you have the will, the grit, and the desire to conquer it. Be an inspiration to others and let love roar! And allow that love and joy and passion and inspiration for your life be your ultimate superpower. Just like a lioness, she breathes her passion and her purpose like fire on this earth. Sounds pretty cool, right? And you get to wear this sexy cape. So how do we embody that in our lives? I think it really boils down to one word: change. In my talks, I'm blunt and very real, because I think that's what gets us out of our heads and into a heart space open to change. Kids aren't looking for perfection. They're looking for real. So you think you need to put on this persona that you're succeeding in life and got it all together. They're not looking for that. They want to see the real struggles and how you work through them. Because if you model the perfection, they're thinking in their head, like, I'm not perfect. I got so many issues. I guess I can't be real with them because they expect me to be perfect. And I can't match that. So they don't actually become vulnerable. You've taught them to lock it up. The fifth P. This is the most important one. And this is where many businesses fail. Because they get all the way through to the final P and they don't know how to press on. So that's number 5. You've combined all the 4 Ps. You're doing all the right things, but with no grit, there will never be a pearl. You need to get up and push and push and push again. You will face obstacles. You will face days. You don't want to continue like, I give up. I want something easy. Nothing worth having is ever easy. You're going to be constantly pushed. And are you going to push back and lean into that contraction pain, or are you going to fall down and give up? Because you will lose when you give up. But when you press on, you still never lose. I have faced countless setbacks with my business. I've had 3 miscarriages. I had my 3rd writing my book, and I continue to publish it because I'm like, no, I am going to press on and develop my business, develop my purpose, develop my dreams. I'm going to pick up all of them again and push forward and blaze those trails. You've got to ask yourself, how can I pivot this problem and make it my pearl? You're going to have the problem. We're not going to deny that. But how do you pivot it? How do you lean into it? How do you make it work for you instead of against you? When you get rejected, press on. When you can't see a way through, you press on.
When doubters come, you press on. When your own self-doubt comes, you press on. When you fall, you get back up, you pivot, and you press on. You pivot. You're constantly in pivot mode. You're always moving. You're never stagnant. You press on. So when this deer comes across this musk scent, it's completely captivated by it. It wants to know where it's coming from. So it searches all over the forest for the source of this magnificent scent. It searches high and it searches low, day and night. Where is the source of this musk scent? I need to have it. I need to find it. And the bitter irony of that story is musk is produced in the deer's body. The deer spends its whole life searching on the outside what was already produced in the inside. I'm sure you've done that before. You've gotten into the car, you're like, where are my keys? Always lose my keys. Where's my keys? You search in your purse, you search in little pockets, you got to go back to the house, you search on the ground, you're like, I can't find my keys. And they're right in your pocket the whole entire time. I think this relates to men and women. How we spend our whole lives looking for love, acceptance, respect, power, equality, beauty, and worthiness and validation outside of ourselves. What we're actually searching for is right there inside of us, ordained by God. He created us in His image. We are love. We are worthy. We are enough. But we cannot fully love ourselves if we don't know ourselves. Women have believed the lies that their bodies are not pretty enough, that the size of their clothes and the number on their scale dictates their worth, that they need a husband to define their worth and their purpose and their calling in life, that they need babies to be a mother, that they need to be ashamed and feel unequal and sit in the background and have no voice. So we haven't fully understood what our worth is or what our purpose is. We need to practice agape love on ourselves first. That is the God kind of love, no conditions. No matter how many times you fall and fail, when you repent, it's wiped away. That's agape love. No matter what you have done, it's wiped away by the blood of Christ. I don't know what our destiny is, if we're all supposed to have babies or not, but I do know we are all mothers of purpose, and I am always expecting. Are you pregnant with your purpose and your passions today? That is where the light is, when we can push through the darkness and through the fears and lean into the transition labor pains and allow ourselves to birth the best versions of ourselves. I am now in a place where I no longer regret my miscarriages. They were the key to my entire purpose. My babies gave their life for me so I could fulfill my destiny. They didn't reject me, but rather they demonstrated the ultimate act of selfless love. And I'm so thankful for that. And when we can birth gratefulness amongst our darkness, that is where we discover true inner peace. And the birthplace of peace and light is vulnerability and connection. Allow yourself to be imperfect and flawed today. Unmask yourself. Take off the armor and let the world see you and birth the real you. That is where we become a mother. When we can nurture who we are as we are in this very moment and where we are going at the exact same time. I am here today to be that little encouraging voice that drowns out all of your fears, your insecurities, and your self-doubts. I know life can be hard. I know, speaking from my own experiences, you're dealt blows and setbacks, and your life ends up somewhere you had never dreamed it would be. But guess what? We are not victims of our circumstance. We are victorious! We are queens. We are descendants of royalty. And I want you to tap into that power to develop such a grit and will for your life where you're inspired. Be your own inspiration. Inspire others. Be a conduit of dreams. That you get so filled up and so fired up for your own life to live beyond your comfort zone, because that is not where your destiny lies. Push through the boundaries. That you get so fired up for your life that you have such a will that every single morning you wake up and you feel compelled to draw your swords, ladies, and breathe fire!
My name is Amy Goldberg, and I had the great fortune to experience Blaise Hunter's talk today. She is an inspiration. She lights up a room. She brings an energy that is so, it incites fearlessness because she believes that everyone is unique. She believes that we have to be good to ourselves and to our souls, and she has a message that is so strong. Her analogies are unbelievable, and she really makes you want to be a better person. And actually, she says there's no option. You have to embrace yourself. Thank you, Blaise. Thank you so much for having me experience your talk. Thanks so much.